Wealth, money, and prosperity, these are the dreams everyone aspires to, yet achieved by few. Today, let's talk about your relationship with money. Okay with you? So I'll start by asking you a question, and I want you to be honest, all right? Have you ever wondered why some people manage to become rich while others continue to struggle with debts and expenses year after year? Have you noticed something? Why does school teach us things we'll never use in life, but never teach us about money? Why does it have to be like that? If school taught you about money, perhaps you'd already be rich today. But if school didn't teach you, I will. Because what you've never learned about money in your entire life, you'll learn in this short video. Get ready for a journey of discovery, where we'll reveal secrets about how money really works, far beyond just saving and investing. Let's dive into the world of personal finance, entrepreneurship, and much more. Are you ready to change the way you think about money? Let's start with simple things. Is money good or bad? We've been taught that money is something bad. You need to rethink your beliefs about money. Often in movies, the rich are portrayed as dishonest cheats, and you might think, I don't want to be dishonest or a cheat, so I'll remain poor. However, money can't be good or bad. People are good or bad with money. Money simply amplifies their options. I can use a sum of money to do illicit things, but I can also use that same money to buy food for the homeless. In this case, money is just a facilitator in our lives, but we determine the options. How many times have you heard that the rich don't enter heaven? I've heard it many times myself, so you might think, if the rich don't enter heaven, then I want to be poor, right? We need to rethink our beliefs because most rich people are hardworking and honest. That's why many people trust them, because they are trustworthy. Would you trust doing business with dishonest people? Definitely not. So why do you think others would? People trust the rich because they're trustworthy. Of course, there are dishonest rich people too, many who earn fortunes illegally, but I want you to understand that most aren't like that. When the media finds a dishonest rich person, they talk about it all the time, until we get the impression that all the rich are dishonest, which isn't true. So say it like this: I will be an honest rich person. I've met honest and dishonest rich people, as well as honest and dishonest poor people. So rethink this situation, because you'll never become something you despise. If you despise the rich, you'll probably never become one. So how about changing that perspective? The other question is whether the rich go to heaven or not. Let me tell you something. The Creator created all things. All the wealth in this world belongs to Him. For God Himself says, "The silver and gold are all mine." Now I ask you, how can a God who owns everything want His children to suffer? We need to reform our thoughts about this, because the God of the Bible is an abundant God in grace, love, mercy, and His desire is for His children to prosper too. Now I need you to understand something very serious. Money needs to be in your bank account or in your pocket, but never in your heart, right? Repeat after me. Your money needs to be in your pocket or in your bank account and never in your heart. When used for good, money can even facilitate your spirituality, because you can use your money abundantly to help your needy brother. Some people are so mediocre in this that when they pray, they ask God only for their daily bread. So I ask you, if God needs you to feed a homeless person, what do you do, since you only ask for yourself? If God wants you to financially bless a missionary on a mission on another continent, what do? You only think of yourself, only ask for yourself. Are you individualistic? No, you're not individualistic. You just have a mistaken thought about money that needs to be corrected. When you pray, ask God to greatly bless your financial life so that you can live well and bless others too. So we've already dispelled two big myths. The myth that every rich person is dishonest, and the myth that the rich don't enter heaven. Can we continue? If you understand, comment like this: I understand. Now learn a great lesson about money. Money doesn't accept disrespect. It's an excellent servant, but a terrible master. Learn to master it, or it will master you. Know how to intentionally control everything that comes in and goes out of your life in terms of money. Know exactly how much you owe each month in fixed bills and try to reduce any cost that doesn't make sense. There's something called a credit card, which is the terror of many families, because people think the credit card balance is an extension of their salary. But no, my friends, it's not. Understand this. If you spend all your credit card balance and these expenses exceed the value of your monthly salary, congratulations, you've just harmed your finances, and it can cost you dearly. Every time you use a credit card, think, do I really need what I'm buying? If you ask yourself and really think about it, you'll realize that most of the things you buy with a credit card, most of the time you don't need. Because I've never known anyone who got into debt with a credit card because they needed to buy groceries for the month. But I've seen many people who got into debt buying a new phone, a new TV, new clothes, and in the end, they didn't need any of it. They just bought it on impulse. Some people are consumers by nature, have a habit of spending recklessly, and this needs to be corrected if you want to be rich someday. But if you want to remain poor, you don't need to change anything. That's the path. I don't know about the rest of the world, but here in Brazil we usually say that the credit card is a quick fix. A quick fix is a popular saying we use when something made our lives easier in a particular situation. For example, my car broke down, and my friend gave me a ride. In this case, my friend did me a favor. Yes, many people use the credit card as a quick fix, but be careful, my friends, because this favor it does today is the same favor it will use to hit you on the head later. Our financial life has 4 levels. I'll explain each one and you'll see where you fit, okay? The first level is the worst of all. The person receives the salary of the month, and when they do the math, they realize they spent more than they earned. The numbers never add up. They earn 2,000 and spend 2,500. I imagine the person in this situation can hardly sleep at night. It's lamentable. It destroys families. I've seen countless relationships that ended not for lack of love, but because of numerous arguments arising from lack of money. Let's take our finances more seriously. The second financial level is spending everything you earn. The person receives their salary, manages to pay all their debts, but nothing is left, not even for an ice cream. The person can pay all debts, but nothing is left. This financial model also needs to be corrected as soon as possible because this person isn't living. They're just surviving, agree? The third level is a bit better. The person receives the salary, manages to pay all the month's debts, manages to save some money, but the money saved, they don't know what to do with it. So they end up wasting this surplus on useless things, or sometimes leave this money in savings, and this money is being devalued every day because of inflation. The fourth financial level is what I recommend to everyone. The person receives their salary, manages to pay all bills, saves some money, and this surplus serves as a multiplier. In my case, some years ago, before becoming a millionaire, I took the surplus from my salary and bought products to resell, bought for 50 and sold for 100, and thus I made my money multiply. I made my surplus multiply through entrepreneurship. But if you don't know how to be an entrepreneur, you need to know how to invest to operate your financial life at level 4. First, make sure you have money left over, then make it multiply. Take your surplus and buy stocks with potential for appreciation. Buy real estate funds. These are variable income assets.